Don't let the culture teach you to destroy yourself. I mean, in terms of like what you do with your time when you're young and in your 20s. One of the biggest crimes of fake culture is they teach 20 something year olds that basically you're supposed to spend all your 20s doing stupid things and being irresponsible and not building anything. And all they're doing is they're putting you in a position where you're going to end up playing catch up for the rest of your life. Like if you sit down and you just get some mentors in their 30s and 40s and you say, well, what are your biggest regrets? They're gonna be like, I regret, messing around with chasing all these women in my 20s, wasting all my money, wasting all my time. Like what we don't understand, and this is why I think it's really important for us to have spaces where we can shape our own culture, is the 20s actually for successful people, the 20s is when you're building. That's anybody who's like a millionaire in their 40s, they wasn't wasting time in their 20s. They were grinding. They were grinding. Now, again, not to say that you should feel one way or the other about this, but what I wish a lot of people in their 20s understood is that this ain't the time to be wasting time. Right? And in fact, what's really bad is not just when you waste the time, but when you're doing things where you're digging a deeper hole for yourself. You're going deeper in debt. You're stacking up the baby's mamas, along with the STDs that go with it. Maybe you're wasting and the baby daddies, whatever. Maybe you're forming your relationship with alcoholism, which is going to haunt you for the rest of your life, right? You're doing these things that are not just counterproductive, but they are anti-productive, right? It's one thing when you're not being productive. It's another thing when you are running 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction, and then you get about 35, and then suddenly you've got family and children that are dependent on you. What young people should understand is that when you're a 40-year-old man, 45-year-old man, your children are basically going to benefit or pay a penalty for the things you did in your 20s. Don't let the culture teach you to destroy yourself. That is a myth. That's a lie straight from the depths of hell. And it's something that I think as Black people, we got to fight that because we're paying a real penalty for that. Our children are suffering from that.